And we are live. How cool is that? So, happy summer solstice to everyone, and a shout out to my Mainz family before I forget. Always forget to do that. It's my delight to welcome back Sam Whittaker to the show. Today, we're going to be sharing insights and tips on how to show up more in your life, whether it's doing live streams such as this or other areas. We'll also be remembering Stephen Russell, the Barefoot Doctor. Sam was a close friend and a manager of his recording label. We'll have some discussions lined up about Doc's armchair work. And finishing off, you'll be gifted with a guided meditation. So there's plenty to stick around for. Sam, first of all, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Danny. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, yes, cool. Just to get us going, you've obviously stepped up yourself recently to do live streams. I think this is your third one that I'm aware of. Though you're a veteran at running workshops in person and therapy sessions, etc. So how's it been for you?
Well, it's okay when you kind of bring me in and guide me along, but I'm yet to kind of do it on my own. I've done a little tiny thing, but it was a bit awkward because the neighbours came out and I was a bit conscious. But yeah, I don't find it easy. It's not. I don't feel like it's a natural thing for me. So it is something that I'm really working on.
When I first started doing it, it felt like the most unnatural thing in the world. Like crazily unnatural. I was so awkward. And
Yeah.
but the more you do it, the better you get. But you've got to want to do it. Like, just for example, years ago I had a mate who used to get up every week on the karaoke, and he was convinced I wanted to get up, but he thought I didn't have the confidence. It took us ages to persuade him that I didn't get up because I didn't want to. It's like,
Yeah, you just don't want to.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair enough. And he finally got up one week. He was like, "Oh, you really do want to?" I was like, "No, it's no interest to me. I want to watch proper singers who can sing. That I love that. But getting up on a karaoke to sing flat, it's like, what's the point in that? It's just not my idea of fun. But each their own."
Yeah. I find it it's a thing that's come up, and I have to kind of figure it out and work on it. Because I find it really, really easy to talk to a room full of people in person, and I find it really easy to talk to clients one-to-one, people that I've never met before, other people that I collaborate with, I can communicate really well with. I've got no problem at all. It's just this going live. So yeah, I don't know what the reason is, but we will find out. And I recently had some professional photographs done for my website, and gosh, the stuff that it brought up in me, I didn't hate it because the people were lovely. The lady that did the photographs, she was great, but it wasn't my comfortable place at all. So yeah, well, we'll see.
It's interesting, isn't it? So what are your fears, if you don't mind sharing them, about getting your photographs taken, being more visible in the world, getting your website out there, etc.?
In all honesty, I didn't think I had any issue with it because I don't talk negatively to myself. I don't have any, I mean, I don't think I'm amazing or anything like that, but I don't have bad self-talk or feel like I'm insecure. But when it comes to that, it just makes me feel that way, or I make myself feel that way. And it's just being seen. It's literally other people looking at me. And I think it's because when I do something like this, I can see myself, rather than if I'm just in a room, it's in that moment and then it's done. You know, I'm not examining myself, which I try not to do, but you can't help it when it's out there for everybody to see. So yeah, who knows? Who knows what the thing is? But I don't like looking at myself.
I remember the first video I ever did, probably 5 years or more ago. I remember I uploaded it to Facebook and then pressed send, and then I left and I went for a walk, and I was like, oh, didn't take my phone with us. It's like, oh God, you know, what are people going to think? What are they going to say? How are they going to react? And it was hours before I had the guts to look, you know, and it end up getting like 1,000 views and loads of positive comments and shares, and I was like, oh my God, you know.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch myself back at first either. It was cringeworthy.
Yeah, I know. And I've worked in the NHS, so I've gone into huge big offices in the NHS and done things in there. I do things at the Chakra Room all the time. I run retreats where I'm the centre of attention for 3 days, and it doesn't bother me. It's just things like this. So yeah. So, I do cosmic coaching with Casey Scott, who's a member of your group and a friend of ours, and my challenge this month was to be seen. So here I am being seen.
Yeah, good for you. You challenged me as well some years ago for a similar thing as well. You know, I was challenging the group, and then he says, "Right, here's your challenge," and I can't remember what he challenged us to, but it was something outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah,
I did step up. Yeah,
he's great. He's great in that way, and he's right. He is right because you know, I'm a person that works on things that you know, are blocking me, and that is certainly blocking me because I look on the photo shoot. I also had like a little strategy session with a business coach, and the thing that's blocking me is tech. You know, for moving forward within the business, it's working with the tech. I kind of like keep going, oh, I'm just too busy. But I'm not. You know, you can always make time.
it's quite easy, really, to be honest. I can help you with that. I'm not the most techie person in the world, to say the least, but I can always help you with that if you need me to.
Yeah, yeah.
When you say tech, what do you mean by that exactly?
Well, I've not got my website up and running, and that's been a bit of a long going process. It's been a few years and I have had a pandemic and, you know, the loss of Stephen and everything else in between. So, but it's the way things are now. To move forward, I really need to have a platform where I can work better from, because social media is very dodgy, isn't it? And we don't know where we're going. So I need my own website really now, which I've booked it. It will be finished by the 10th of July. So that will be going live then, fingers crossed. So I needed somebody creative to come in and help me really, because it's not my area, which is fine. So I think I've found the right person.
Yeah, it's good, but yeah, you're right. The algorithms on social media can change overnight. You go from getting hundreds and thousands of views to virtually none overnight, depending on how many people they decide to show to. Same for YouTube. You know, they can deplatform you, demonetize you, give you a warning, a strike, 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what you've done half the time.
Yeah, well, because I don't do much, I haven't reached that limit yet. But I think I just want somewhere where it's a more stable place where people can go and because I'm building this kind of community aspect of the business, it's a place where the community can go and there'll be different content on it that they can access and things they can buy. And my have fallen. I put some flowers up there. So yeah, never mind. Yeah, so it's just growth, isn't it? You need to keep moving and growing, and it's the next stage for me, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you have any tips or insights on if anyone's watching who's maybe thinking about stepping up and they're just consumed with fear or procrastination? What is anything you did particularly?
So for me, it's reaching out for help. So like I reached out to you and said, would you do it? You know, so get somebody to hold your hand, somebody that's done it before. Never be in fear of asking for help if it's something that's blocking you, because you know, you might do it and love it and then never need help again. So that's another one of the first things that I would say. And secondly is to just look at your thoughts, because you know the feelings are always created by the thoughts. So you have to change the thoughts. And maybe do a bit of research, you know, understand what you're going to be. Although I'm quite guilty, I haven't done any research on that kind of stuff, because I think it might get in my head too much. But other people like to be really well informed, so it's a good idea to do some research. Maybe watch some other people. I'm much more let's just do it. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay.
Yeah, good advice. But you're right. The thoughts, you can have so much contaminated thinking about
Yeah.
showing up, and it's just
It's always the question: is it true? What's going on in your head? Well, I hate looking at myself. Well, is it you that needs to look at yourself? No, that's not the reason why you're doing it. So move on to the next question. What's the next question? Well, nobody else will want to watch it. Well, how can you decide that for someone else? Is that true? No, it's not true. So you move on to the you can always turn the thoughts around with a little bit of work.
Yeah, and I keep coming back to service. Like,
Yeah.
I had a one-on-one session last week, first one I've done in forever, and I had a lot of thinking about it. I had a lot of self-doubt, lack of confidence. Am I good enough? Can I still do this? Blah, blah, blah. And then I turned it around to service.
Yeah.
That can hopefully help somebody. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm doing it. It's not about me, it's about them.
Yeah.
It helps to reframe it. Yeah.
I do have a little affirmation that I say to myself when I get into that self-sabotage moment, which is, if you get nervous, focus on service. It's something that I say quite frequently. Just forget all that stuff that's going on, that inner narrative, and just focus on service. Yeah, I agree completely with that.
Yeah, and I've done literally hundreds, and I'm not exaggerating, I've done hundreds of live streams over the last 5 years, and I can never tell when I'm going to get nervous. Like, I'm not nervous now, but every now and again, I'll be nervous, and I think, why am I nervous? Look, it just can come the most unexpected times, and you always know when I'm nervous, because during the intro, I start stumbling over my words. If I'm stumbling over my words, I'm nervous.
I mean, nerves are quite good, aren't they? They make you feel alive. It's, I felt the buzz of the adrenaline this morning, a little bit of nerves. And it's, that's the other thing as well, to focus, not think that you have to feel completely at ease with it. It's absolutely okay to have a little bit of nerves and to say something wrong maybe, or, if you're a woman of a certain age, forget completely what you're saying altogether and try and recall it back from somewhere. So
I always have some notes. I've got in front of me some bullet points in case I dry up. There's nothing worse than drying up, so that's my insurance policy. But other than that, it's just a conversation between two people, which is natural.
Yeah.
If people watch along, get some inspiration out of it or some value, then it's a bonus. It's a win-win. It's a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, I think as well, when with the last 18 months or however long it's been that all of this stuff's been going on, we've been so restricted in some ways in what we can do. It's now is the time to sort of do everything that you can do. Say yes, just say yes to life. And I think that's my big thing at the moment. Stephen wrote a track actually, which was I acquiesce, I say yes to life. And it's one of my favourite microdoses. So I've been playing that to give me a little boost.
Good.
It's the lyric is I acquiesce, I say yes to life, and life says yes to me, which is it's true. If you're in agreement with life and you just go with the flow, it flows back to you. So,
which is a great segue into Stephen. He's been nearly 18 months since he passed.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you still think about him often.
Yeah, pretty much every day. He pops up there quite frequently. He's never too far from my thoughts, really. And I think he was just such a powerful energy to be around. I think most people that ever met him, even if they only met him once or twice, he had a lot of friends in Ramsbottom. He made a lot of friends because he came quite frequently, and he loved it there. So, a lot of people talk about him that come into the chakra room because they met him. Some of them became quite good friends with him too. So that's nice. We've got that in common as well. I've got people around me that knew him quite well.
Absolutely. What do you think Stephen would have made of all of this that's going on? What do you think his take on it would be?
Well, you know what? A lot of people ask me this question. And I think he would have been a great source of inspiration and help to people. But personally, even though he lived his life in, love and service of life, I really think it would have been a very difficult position for him, because he was a free spirit. He travelled constantly. He was always on the go. He was always coming from Ramsbottom to London to wherever, and from Spain as well. And I think in the November, December, he was constantly on the road. I mean, he went to Barbados, he went to Wales, he went to London. I think he went to Glastonbury. He came here twice. And that, so for him not to be able to do that, I don't think that would have been pleasant for him personally. So I genuinely don't think he would have been impressed. A few people have said, oh, he would have loved it. And well, maybe he would have loved it because that's the way he was. But yeah, it wouldn't have been a comfortable position for him, I don't think.
No, he loved going to restaurants as well?
Oh yeah, out every day. He didn't eat in for any of his meals.
Yeah, whether he's by himself or with friends, he would speak to the restaurant owners, and he just loved people, didn't he? Whether they were young, old, male, female, he just loved people.
He used to have a juice in the morning, and I think that was pretty much the only healthy thing he probably ate all day. And then he used to go for brunch, and then he'd go for an evening meal later in the evening. Yeah, he never ever ate in. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I came down to Ramsbottom, we did a live stream together, and he says, "Right, we're going for brunch." That was we're going for brunch, and that's when we met you as well. We had
yeah. And I used to. There's some amazing restaurants in Ramsbottom, and we'd go into some of them, and I don't want to eat in here. It's too fancy. So we'd end up, and that little cafe that we went into is a lovely little cafe in Ramsbottom. It's tiny, isn't it? And it's, he loved it.
Nice. It was quaint, yes.
Yeah, he loved it.
He was well relaxed. We sat there for a couple of hours or whatever it was. It was lovely.
Yeah. He used to like going there every time he came. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll give it a little shout out. It's room 54 in Ramsbottom.
Room 54 in Ramsbottom. Yes, you heard it here.
Great breakfast.
Stephen was working on Amted. Well, you were his recording label manager, and he was working specifically on the micro doses when he passed.
Yeah.
What do you think drove Stephen with his work generally, and specifically with the micro doses?
Well, from the, when so where are we now? We're 18 months since he passed, and I think it was a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years before he made Amps, or before it was all released. He was incredibly poorly, he had to have major abdominal surgery, and he says that when he woke up in the intensive care unit, that Amps came to him then. He created Amps, which were three volumes. I think that they're 6 hours each. 6 hours each approximately, which seemed to do really well, and they had great results. And I think, if I remember rightly, it was either one or a couple of his sons had said to him, "You need to shorten it down for a younger audience, because they won't listen to that length of thing. You need to do like a microdose, something short and quick." And then, the creative genius that he was, he just ran with that. And it took him quite a while, because I was involved in it right from the beginning. Just as a friend at first, because he used to discuss it with me, and then he asked me to come on board with him. But it took him quite a while to get the power of the frequencies and everything that he wanted to get into 3 minutes, as opposed to 1 hour, because each of the other lessons, so to speak, were in an hour. But once he did it, that was it. He was just a machine. He just produced one after the other, and he absolutely loved it. he died doing what he loved. Yeah.
He did, sadly.
Yeah.
He had such boyish charm as well, and enthusiasm for life, passion for life, love of others.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he is such a miss. That's that goes goes without saying. Yeah, and he I remember you said you've said quite a few things since he passed, but one of the things is that he handed the baton over to many of us, when he passed. And once we got over the utter shock and trauma of him passing, you can feel him spurring you on. When you're having the quiet moment, you can feel him like he's, come on, it's your turn now. It's you can do the video.
He did. He taught so much, and I think when he was such a light shining around everything, his energy was incredibly powerful. I've never met anybody with energy like that before, ever. And I think in that, it's interesting that we're talking about this on the solstice, where the sun is the brightest and the longest day. It shines for the longest today, but it's almost like we were kind of in the shadows, but he never felt that way. He believed in every single person that he ever came into contact with. He never thought he was above anyone or better than anyone. And it's almost now that now that light's faded back slightly. It's not gone because his work's still there, but we have to step forward now. And I think there are an awful lot of us that were inspired by him that have got a lot to offer. Yeah. He has handed the baton over to all of us. Yeah.
He has. I know Danny Buckler was doing stuff beforehand anyway, but I know he stepped up his own service work in this domain particularly. I noticed he went live on his personal profile that day. I don't know if he did that intentionally or if it was a mistake, but he was actually on his personal profile on his group. I thought, I wonder if that was intentional.
Yeah, I think he does a lot of the more like the riff stuff, where he just chats, and I think that was more like that. But Danny's magic, he's brilliant. And he's very exciting, and he's got actually I'll give it a little shout now. He's got a private group, Danny Buckler's Magical Multiverse. So I would really recommend anyone to find that group and try and join it, request join, because his stuff is really brilliant. You've done a few things, haven't you? We've done together, haven't we, Danny? And
Danny Buckler is one talented, cool guy. He blows my mind. He's so entertaining, funny. He's a magician, and then he's a spiritual teacher.
He's very exciting to be around. His energy's really exciting, but he comes from such a good place. His intentions are really great, and that really comes through, I think. Yeah.
Yes. He's understated as well. I've known him for a while, and then I found out all the things he's done. I was like, wow, you kept that quiet. You hide your light under a bushel, so in some cases. He's like, oh, that's nothing. I was like, no, it is.
He's great. He's brilliant. He's coming to Ramsbottom as well. In September we're going to do a live, similar to what we used to do with Stephen, but obviously more on Danny's side of things. Because he is very unique in his own right. So we'll do an interesting evening with Danny Buckler, which he'll, tell stories and then
that warms my heart to hear that. Really does. It really warms my heart. Yeah, I'm delighted to hear that. I'll have to find out what it is.
Yeah. We're just finalising it, but yes, it'll be really great. It'll be an evening and then a day workshop. And his stuff is brilliant, and I think in person it'll be even better.
Yeah, I know the workshop I did with Danny, or he did with us, I should say, was unique. I've never done anything close to it before. It was so different in a good way.
Yeah, it's all the magical practices which are just such fun to work with, and it makes you really expand your perceptions and your awareness. All of his stuff's really good for that.
Yeah. If you're watching this, can you drop us a comment in the comment box to tell us where you're watching from?
You know, I shared it, Danny, because I've joined on my phone, so I'll share it later anyway, because I think
that's fine. Just helps the algorithm to show this to more people. If there's any comments, whether you're catching this live or a replay, we'd appreciate that. Or give us some hearts and things like that. just helps the algorithm. Thank you anyway. Talk to us, Sam, about your chakra room in Ramsbottom. Tell us a bit about that.
So we're getting a little bit more back to normal now. So we offer lots of, I think we talked about this before, but I'll mention it again. So there's myself there, and I do the complementary therapies there. So there's loads of different therapies on offer. But I've also got Debbie that works alongside me there. She runs her business from there. It's a separate business, but she's based at the Chakra Room. Her business is growth and healing, and she does lots of the talking therapies and positive mindset stuff, hypnotherapy, past life regression. She's just great. She's a brilliant person, and she's my backup and my teammate. So it's really nice to have Debbie around. And then I've got a lovely lady, Jean, who has Tower Counselling there. She offers counselling services there. So we've got that we're and Scott, lovely Scott Broadhurst, who offers the Qigong classes there. So we're a little team, but then we get other people coming in and out and doing different things. We've got loads of workshops and events planned. So we've got a women's wellness day with a really great yoga instructor, Vanessa, and a health coach, Anna. They're coming in, and that's a full day. I think that's more or less fully booked now. There might be one place left on that. And then we've got lots of just little things, some women's circles coming up. It isn't just a place for women. We do have lots of guys that come in and join us, some regular guys. Meditation workshops, breath work, loads of stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you've managed to build it up from the ground, and to keep it ongoing. You know, you've survived COVID. You've transferred onto Zoom to keep things active, and it's still growing. So kudos to you for that.
I do have a really amazing community, which I could not do any of it without. I mean, amazing as well. They just support me in so many ways. And they support each other now. You know, some great friendships been made through the Chakra Room, which feels amazing to be part of that. Some amazing men and women. Yeah. So. Good, cool. So I understand you've got a guided meditation for us on this. Yeah, I thought we'd link to the solstice a little bit. And obviously I always link to the chakras. So it's the solstice today. So we're dealing with the sun, the midpoint part of the year where the day's the longest. The sun's reached its peak. So I thought I'd link a little bit with the solar plexus chakra, which, you know, some people call it the Sunshine Chakra. Its actual name is Manipura. And it's just located, for anyone that doesn't know, it's just located like at the top of the abdomen, in the soft part between the ribs. So, and it's where we kind of hold a lot of our tension and anxiety, and it's nice to bring some light into there and bring out your kind of personal power, which takes us a little bit back to what we were talking about at the beginning about being seen and standing in your power, really. So yeah, I thought I'd link it to that.
Before you get going, thanks for that. I've just noticed we aren't getting the comments. I've just read the sign. It says that it's set by default to friends only. So Keely sent us some love. Thank you, Keely, for that. So is Catherine Dempsey-Jones. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't, they keep changing it. I don't know why. At one time it was always set to universal. I don't know if I can change it live, can I? in a
We can
private.
share. Can we share it out later if that's?
Yep. I've just set it to. The comments are coming in now. Yeah.
All right. I'll just see if it comes up on my laptop, and I'll share it.
Looking swell. Catherine's saying, happy solstice to you both. Love from Glastonbury. Sorry I can't be online. Keep up the great work.
Oh, hi, Catherine. I had a little chat with Catherine the other day while I was in Glastonbury. I had a lovely time.
Cool.
It's not come up on my thing, but if you want to share it to my group, Danny, you're more than welcome to share it to the Chakra Room group.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Shall we do this meditation?
Please.
All right, then. So, ideally, you want to be sitting for a meditation rather than lying down, but, you know, do whatever you like.
I won't lie down.
Don't lie down, Danny. So just kind of find your seat and get comfortable. And allow your eyes to just gently close. And just come down into your breath and into your body. Allow your body to gently relax and soften the mind. And just take a moment to have a little bit of awareness of where you're sat right now. And just feel the support beneath you. And have some connection to the ground below. And just let it take your weight. And have awareness of the sounds around you. Just any ambient noise going on, and just let it be there. Notice any light and shade, and the air touching the surface of your body. And have a sense of the sky above you and the horizon stretching all the way around you. And just slow down your breath. Just comfortably breathe. And if you feel like you're holding on to anything and you can let it go, just let it go in this moment. And as you just take a few nice slow breaths, just have an awareness of where your solar plexus is and place all of your awareness here. So it's just between the ribs in the soft area at the top of your abdomen. And just allow it to soften and expand as you breathe. Having all of your awareness here just for a few moments. And on the day today of the solstice, have a thought about the energy of the sun, the powerful masculine energy of the sun, and its bright golden light. And connect to that energy and draw it straight through the solar plexus and allow it to fill you with warmth and golden light, expanding and spreading through your entire body as you gently breathe. it fills you with light, it's healing and bringing out your own golden light that you hold deep within you. Now take this golden energy and allow it to move down the front of your body to rest at your sacral chakra, just below the navel, between the hip bones, leaving a golden light as it moves. And place your awareness here now and allow the light from the sun to fill and warm the sacral chakra, healing and balancing. Placing all of your awareness here in this moment. And now, allow the golden light to move down further to the tip of your spine, to your root chakra. Allow it to soften and expand on your breath and fill with golden light. Cleansing and balancing. And just breathe into this chakra. And now taking the golden light, allow it to gently move up and through the center of your spine, slowly leaving a golden light as it moves gently up the back of your neck, across the back of your head to rest at the crown. Allow the crown to soften and expand on your breath and fill with golden light. Healing and balancing. Place all of your awareness here. And then gently, with the golden light, move the light across the front of your head to rest between your eyebrows at the third eye chakra. Allowing it to soften, expand with your breath and fill with the golden light. Healing and balancing. Place all of your awareness here. Now allow the golden light to gently move down the front of your face, leaving a beautiful golden light as it moves down to rest at the base of your throat, just in the little hollow at the base of your neck to your throat chakra. Allow it to soften and expand as you breathe. Filling this chakra with golden light, balancing and healing. Place all of your awareness here. And now the golden light is just moving down the front of the chest to rest in the centre of the chest, at the heart centre. Just allow the heart centre to soften and expand on your breath and fill with the golden light as it balances and heals. Just place all of your awareness here. And now the golden light will drop gently down to the solar plexus to complete its loop. And then allow it to continue slowly moving down the front of your body, underneath, up the back of your spine, over the crown of your head, in a golden light. And try to keep awareness of this golden loop throughout your day today, on the longest day. And just take a few deep breaths and begin to notice the chair beneath you and the sounds around you and the sensations in your body. And try to stay in that golden light as you continue through your day. But when you're ready, just open your eyes.
Thank you, Sam. That was beautiful. That was just what the doctor ordered. Awesome.
It's a really nice, quick awareness exercise to do with your energy to just get that loop working. You can do it in lots of different ways, but I just thought I'd bring in the solar and the light, and yeah.
So, where can people contact you, Sam? What?
At the moment, through the Facebook page and the Instagram page, the Chakra Room, and then in a few weeks the website will be live, so people will be able to get on there and look at things in a bit more of a stable way at what's going on. There'll be more of an events thing, and there'll be a booking system going in and things like that, so it's going to be a bit easier to do things.
Lots of cool stuff coming down the line.
Yeah,
good. Thank you for being an awesome guest.
Oh, thanks, Danny, for holding my hand.
It's been enjoyable. It always is.
Always encouraging me as well. You're great.
You're welcome. We all benefit when you show up, so it's awesome. So thanks to the viewers for watching, leaving your comments.
Yeah.
I encourage you to do the same if you're watching on replay. You could even do a hashtag replay and we'll circle back.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
Well, enjoy the rest of this summer solstice day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.
All right. Bye. Thanks, Danny. Bye.
You're welcome.